Nice.
You have to.
Can't copyright a
The
chord
whales.
progression, but I like that one.
Thanks for bringing in the whales, Dave.
No problem. That's why they call me.
So good to have you on the show, Austin Guitar
Thank
Heaven.
you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome everybody. Welcome back. Say hi to Mr. Dave Scher.
Hello, everyone.
You haven't really known Dave, have
Not
you?
until 20 minutes ago.
Anybody else in town knows Dave.
They
just
do.
now.
I'm still
You
learning
gotta-
people.
No, Dave.
I didn't know
Guitar
him.
player in the house, right here.
Boys, you boys sound fantastic.
Thank
That was
you.
lots of fun.
We've
Yeah.
only known each other for 2 months.
Right,
Believe
yeah.
it or not. So
Yeah, you didn't know me either.
We're
Yeah,
still filling each other out.
That's what's cool about this whole thing.
right.
It's pretty improvised.
That's why it's so heavenly. Yeah, I mean, everything here is non-prepared except the drinks.
You're
We-
totally
yeah.
unprepared.
Yeah.
That's what we bring. But yeah, so we wanna pick
These?
your
It's a
brain.
bad pun.
And yeah, no, but seriously, like.
Can I pick yours
Say
too?
Of course, we can
Okay.
pick each other. Yeah.
Pick it.
I mean, first of all, you have a humongous pedalboard.
No.
Yeah.
It's-
Jesse was telling me that's a big pedal board.
I
Not
said
the
I've seen
biggest.
bigger.
I've seen bigger. It's not the biggest.
I've seen bigger.
Wow. So, what's all on here?
Basically, I've got all my pedals, almost all of them except the bottom row, going into the switcher.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it's more of a patch bay, so I can change the order of things.
Is this
Okay.
like your trio board when you play with your band, or what?
When it's a good enough gig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
I bring my
right.
board because it does house itself in a 61 key
I saw
keyboard
that.
case.
It looks like a
Oh.
rifle case to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's a serious weaponry. Yeah.
yeah, but it's narrow, so I can put a mic stand in front of it and not have
Mhm.
it tip too badly.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So you got a wah pedal here. You
that's
got
the
a
wah is the end,
volume.
and
Oh,
then
that's the end
That's-
of it.
That's the beginning.
that's the end.
the end.
Oh, the end. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning. Yeah.
I'm sorry, and then
Volume pedal.
after that is the Tim Allen fuzz over here,
Mm-hmm.
and then into the switcher.
The switcher. Huh?
And just plugged into 1 through 8 is the compression, Octavian, King of Tone, Tremolo, Slow Gear, EQ, the Belly Pop, and the Nova Repeat.
What's
Mhm.
the Octavian do? What is? I've never seen that.
That's
before.
like the Octavio, or it's by what is it?
I can
Chicago.
almost read it upside down.
So can I. Well, Chicago Iron.
So
That's
I'm a big
all
fan
all
of
the
this.
trickery aside, what would you consider essential to your guitar tone?
The trickery.
Besides your
Really?
fingers,
I mean-
obviously.
No, I mean
I guess the essential. I have one drive pedal on here. I have 2 fuzzes, but the drive is not a very high gainy
Mhm.
drive. It's a analog man King of Tone, and it's a really cool pedal. It's not a very altering pedal. It's
Mhm.
very true to what is coming through the cable
Mhm.
going into it. So I like to get a base amount of dirt from the amp
Mhm.
and then push it.
Do you have any pedals that are always on? Pedal? Any one particular?
The Tim Allen fuzz is sometimes always on accident.
Okay.
Because the
Did you
light is
notice?
figgity.
Was that? Did you have that on now when you played your? the
No,
lead
I
on the
believe
track?
I had that off.
Clean.
I made sure, and I just had the drive. I did some. Oh, and then out of the switcher, the last thing in the chain is the Liquid Ambience by Flux.
So how much gain does your amp have right now? I mean, when you like play,
It's pretty clean. It's a 30 watt kind of. It's a local guy in town named Ray Ewell who made it, and
It's the Barney.
yeah, it's
Cool.
purple.
Oh, duh.
So
Catching up.
so it's a friendly amp, just
Mhm.
like Barney, and
So-
but it's pretty mean too.
okay, so the drive comes from you this
A
main
mixture.
drive pedal and maybe your fuzz and
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the amp.
uh-huh.
And right now, just because we're so close to it, I have
Yeah, it's-
not that loud, but almost half.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I guess if anything, it's kind of like Tweed Deluxe sort
Mhm.
of voicing.
Mhm.
I'm really happy with it.
Cool. Do you play with your volume knob a lot? I haven't really
do.
watched you too much, but
Yeah, I have the volume pedal on here for kind of different utilities, but mainly I keep my pinky on the
mhm.
knob. That's why I like Strats.
Uh-huh.
That's typically what I play, and I love the weight of them. I love the way you can hug them. I love where this is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I love tellies too, especially when they have the plate flipped around and the volume's up here and
Mhm.
switches back there.
Uh-huh.
But this is what I grew up on.
Was this
Right.
natural wear? Or is this a new guitar? Or
No, this is relic. This is buy it ruined.
God, you can't even tell
That's
anymore.
how you do these days.
No, they do it-
seriously,
they
you
do it
can't
really
even
well.
tell. With they
Yeah.
dip them in coffee and
It
everything
looks-
else they do.
Yeah.
You seriously, you can't tell.
Dip the neck in espresso.
Yeah. Chocolate
Yeah.
fountain.
Did you put on that neck, or did it come like that?
It came like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was.
I've never seen that.
It was. I had
Kind of
made it.
rare to see a chocolate
Yeah, I've
neck
never,
like that.
yeah.
huh?
It's very rare to see this. It's a relic dual mag custom shop,
Mhm.
and dual mag referring to the pickups,
Hmm.
the bass strings. All the pole pieces are flat,
Mhm.
and the treble
I
strings
see.
they're beveled, and they apparently they kind of make a wider sound for 6-stringed chords.
And
Huh.
is that how they did it in a certain time frame, or?
I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
I saw
Not
this
that
guitar hanging up on a wall, and I said, "That's an interesting neck."
Mhm.
And did it come like that? It couldn't have. And he goes, "Yeah, it did." Oh, okay. So I played it, and then I plugged it in, and I said, "What are these? These sound great." And he told me, and it meant virtually nothing to me. But
What?
that's what they are, is dual mag.
Mhm. Mhm. Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Learn something
I
every
love
day here at the Guitar Heaven, Jesse.
See something new every day.
See something new every day.
Yeah.
I gotta come here more often, see the new stuff.
Yeah. You should hang out here more often.
I should.
So, I mean, I know a little bit more about you, but I want to make sure Jesse and also our listeners know a little bit about you.
Hmm.
You were born here in Austin, right?
That's right.
And-
I'm a unicorn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the few.
When property tax was low.
And then, I
More or
mean,
less, yeah.
you were already gigging here as a teenager and playing
Yeah.
all over town. And
Yeah.
then
I
you
guess
went-
I started gigging really my second half of high school, which I did my first half of high school in Austin, but
Mhm.
my junior and senior year I moved
Mhm.
to Dallas.
Mhm.
Moved in with grandma,
Mm.
and I went to Booker T. Washington HSPVA. There were no sports. I loved it. Fantastic. It was just 4 clusters: theater, dance,
Art. Yeah.
music, visual and
Cool.
music. And we there were some gigs
Mhm.
for the students, you know,
Nice.
around like at the the culture center and arts district, and it was cool. That was my first kind of gigging experience.
Mhm. And then you went to Berkeley.
Yeah, because of that high school, I got a
Mhm.
very lucky opportunity to audition for scholarship,
Uh-huh. Very nice.
and I got a little,
Mhm.
so I went.
Mhm.
And, I mean, a little.
Yeah. Still expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then as I progressed at Berkeley, I got more scholarship and just a little more. So it was still expensive, but
How
you know
many
what? It was a cool
years did you
experience.
stay
I went
up
for
there?
4 years,
4 years. Okay.
and I was on a 5-year plan.
Okay.
So I didn't graduate, but that was just solely because I had a 4-year scholarship.
Right.
Graduating would have been $42,000.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I figured, well, why don't I just play in bars?
Yeah. What's the other option?
That sounds like a
Hmm.
better life choice.
Which, you know, it's not like, well, it's not like graduating would have put you in another
No,
outlook, you know, career
unless I
outlook.
wanted to teach at
Mhm.
Berkeley.
The only
You
other
know?
right.
But how many teachers do have a finished degree?
Yeah, I guess at a university though, I see a lot.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
true.
I have some students,
Right,
and
right.
certainly didn't need a degree to obtain them.
Uh-huh.
And,
Right on. And then you came back to Austin.
came
and
back.
that must have been when we met, kind of, right?
Yeah.
2007 or 8 or
Oh,
something?
Mm-hmm.
10 years.
Yeah,
you guys have known
about
each other.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of gigs under my belt at the 6th Street
Mhm.
scene, just because it was so easy to play somewhere 5 nights a week.
Mhm.
Right.
You know.
Without thinking about it too much. You just show up and
Right.
play, yeah.
Do your
Yeah.
time and leave.
Do your time
Get
and
your
leave.
cash.
Clock in, clock out,
yeah.
under the table, more or less.
I mean, there's
And,
not too many cities in the U.S. even where you can do that
No.
still.
That's true.
So
Not too many, and it's a really great experience. It's not always the best gig, but it is a great learning experience.
6th Street Austin.
Oh, yeah.
What's left of it?
Do it if you have to.
Careful.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, responsibly. Get out as long as you can.
4 2 a.m.
But yeah, but definitely a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever played on 6th Street?
No, I didn't even play on Broadway in Nashville when I lived there. Just avoided it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
guess
don't know.
you didn't have to, right?
Well, no, I
You had to
just
well-paying
never. Those guys
road
make
gigs.
pretty good money doing it. I was just doing out, traveling further for the same amount of money, probably.
Good money, but
being
you know,
gone forever.
But they'll do like 3-4 hour sets.
Yeah.
All day long, a marathon
Of covers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know enough covers all the way through.
We didn't even know that one all the way through.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, you know, David also plays drums and is a killer bass player. I mean, some people just hire him as a bass player.
Ah, it's good to
And-
know.
Yeah, but also like style-wise, I mean, you're just all over the map.
Yeah,
you're like
I
a
couldn't-
chameleon.
Yeah, I couldn't
kinda
nail
guy.
it down.
So when you think of
Mm-hmm.
your original music, and or if maybe also if you think of the music business world that we're in, where you know people seem to have a hard time to grasp that one guy can sound like 5 different guys, you know?
Right.
Because yeah, it's all about image and style. So
Of course.
what do you feel drawn the most? You know, like musically, or where do you find your home as Dave Scher?
Just as long as instrumental parts of the music can sound like phrases and speech. You know, if you can talk with the instrument, I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like a lot of soul.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of songwriters. I like songs. I mean, that all most of what a song is feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're singing a song, they're not chopping. You know, they're phrasing and saying stuff, and that's the most beautiful part about music to me.
Right on, yeah. The conversational part,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my little bit of wheedlies every now and then. That's still fun, you know.
Well, I mean, that's why God put guitars, guitar heaven
For that
on
reason.
this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
That
the
reason
wheedly
alone.
wheedly.
Yeah, exactly. But look at me, look at me.
Look at that. Is that your main strat is that your go-to guitar, or is the other two?
This is, yeah. I brought some other two just to, I would say, to show you the difference in tones, but really it's for me to see if they have any different
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
tones. Because one of them I picked up today.
Plug it in,
It's
yeah.
the other
it's a
one, you know.
quest.
This is new to me.
Well, give us a little taste. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's light.
It's round and
Yeah.
snappy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snappy's the word.
Yeah.
I like that. It's pretty full.
Yeah. Sweet. I think it was a good catch.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You use pretty big strings.
I do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't even
Sounds
know.
like
Actually, yeah, I think these are
Sounds like
what
it.
I want.
Mhm.
Yeah, I use 12s to pitch, normally with jumbo frets. I like a little bit of fret buzz, to be honest, but I don't have to have it, especially because I really like a not very low action. I like the guitar to fight back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like the tight strings. I like the high action, and sometimes I'll go to a gig and well, let's just say I won't be in the best of moods, and I hit one wrong note, and if I let my anger get the best of me, luckily I take it out on these fat strings that will fight back,
Yeah, they don't.
and the result is in my favor, especially if it's blues or something, you
Mhm.
know, where there's a lot of bending, and it
Mhm.
sounds
Do you
pretty
set
gnarly.
everything up yourself?
No.
You have somebody.
Yeah, I have a couple of dudes I go to. Couple of people I
You
go
got a
to.
guy.
Got a guy and a gal. They both do great work. And,
Do you like?
I'd like to
Good-
learn though.
Yeah, that's a
Do
whole.
you
nother
like
thing.
to mess with guitars and electronics and amps and stuff, or is that something you like
I used to.
leave? Yeah, you
I
used
do have an old '91 Strat Ultra that's got lace pickups. I took the saddles out and put in those Graphtec
Mm-hmm.
piezo /6 MIDI pickups.
Oh wow.
I go into the body. This becomes stereo,
Uh huh.
and left is the lace pickups. You send it to a
Interesting.
Fender amp,
Huh.
and the right goes to a DI. Send it to the PA for an acoustic sound. I put a blend knob on it, and drilled a hole down here for a 13-pin MIDI.
Do you still play that
Whoa.
guitar? Or?
I never played that.
Never
I was gonna
played
say,
it.
that sounds pretty specialized.
I kind of never played.
So it was just
yet.
an idea, kind
It was an idea.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be the perfect cover band guitar to
Yeah.
cover a lot of
Mhm. sounds.
sounds,
Yeah, yeah.
but there's a lot of prep work and programming you gotta
Right.
do, and the right foot control and everything.
Right
So
on.
your own music, your trio, what? Educate me, I guess. What is that? What vein is that in?
Well, we do a lot of blues rock,
Okay.
but we try and make it as soulful as
Okay.
possible. And well, I mean, we don't do all my songs. We do some covers.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
it keeps us working. So
Yeah,
a lot of
no,
the
no.
covers we do are
Nothing
blues
wrong with
rock
that.
and stuff. But when we do a gig that's solely just my material, then I guess it's pretty poppy.
Cool.
Sometimes on the Americana
Okay.
side of things, and sometimes on the Nashville
Mhm.
pop country side of
Okay.
things, you know. And I just try and make feel good music out of it, you know. I'm trying. I know it's funny to say this in guitar heaven, but I'm actually trying to write more with less guitar solos in the songs, because if you have a guitar solo, then there's your chance. You can really show what you know. But if you don't have a guitar solo, there's a chance to somehow musically show what you know musically in the spaces and gaps and things, and it's a really fun challenge.
Well, don't throw out the guitar
I'd be
solos
good at that.
completely.
I won't though.
Everybody wants to hear you play guitar. You know, don't forget that too.
Yeah.
It's just like not the whittly part, but the
stuff we
awesome-
just
There's
did.
3 with
the
it.
Dave Scher conversational
Yeah,
part. You know,
exactly.
between the voice and the guitar. I think.
Do you
That's
want
what's
to try
nice.
something more ethereal?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting fancy.
I've never heard that from you.
I'm proud of
I
this
learned
guy.
that word 20 minutes ago. I heard you say
Yeah.
it. I think it means more delay and reverb.
It's pretty accurate.
Outer space.
Yeah, well, ethereal. This is why I like Austin Guitar Heaven. You know, just get to hang out with some friends and some great players.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here on the show, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
And we're gonna end this whole thing with a little jam here.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, let's have a toast on our sponsor, friend, and supportive company here from Austin, Texas, Estonian, and they're providing us with a whiskey that was recommended by Lasan from Bee Wine Date. Beautiful bottle.
It really is.
I mean, amazing. So
Let's just
you
finish
wanna-
it so we
you
can take
pour
the
that?
bottle home.
Because Lasan wanted me
Where's the? Oh, okay.
to she wanted to share why she selected this drink for us. Here's what Lasan says about this whiskey. Corn whiskey. Well, we want to see the bottle. Right? Corn whiskey, using their environmentally sustainable process of recreating oak aging, which obviously is better for the environment. Recipient of Best in Class Award for corn whiskey from Whiskies of the World Awards. Ooh.
Wow.
We're getting
Impressive.
international here.
And here's what she says. Not for the faint-hearted. This is a bold, fulfilling sip with a comfortable taste of spice on the finish. Unmistakably rye in this mash bill, calling for attention on the palate. I think we should not take too much then.
Yeah,
for
it
it,
sounds.
You,
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It says bold.
Oh, yeah, aren't we
X
bold?
is bold as love.
Really,
We're guitar players. We're bold.
Okay, Dave is one of the bold ones.
Dave's gonna go a half, or how much?
Well-
Do you feel more bold than that, or?
That looks like a shot
Okay.
to me. Thank you.
I'm not a bartender.
This is great because I just ate.
Did
I
stay
won't
at
feel
home.
this thing till late.
It's gonna be the opposite for me.
I just rhymed, but I do it all the time.
He's speaking in rhyme.
Here you go.
Danke.
Now, see, not only do we get to play some awesome music and
Together.
share the music with the rest of the world, we also have a
Spirits.
nice drink
Yes.
from a local distillery.
That's right.
Cheers.
Cheers. After spice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's
Tasty,
nice.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Unique.
Actually, I can't tell. I need another.
Yeah. We'll have another. We'll have to charge.
You want a
for
little
this.
sip, or are you fine?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's good.
Thank
though.
you.
It was pretty convincing the way you brought that.
Yeah,
Warms you up.
Oh, yeah.
on this cold day.